Facebook and Instagram are back online after users were unable to access the sites. According to Down Detector, people were reporting an issue with Facebook from about 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Users around the world were affected. Facebook owns Instagram, and naturally people turned to Twitter to get their social fix. Sarah Hoth posted this. There's something to be said about the fact that I naturally go straight to Twitter to find out if Facebook and Instagram are down. While Canberra Comedy Festival had this, Instagram is down also. A generation is about to find you can eat a meal without sharing photos of it first. Well, Prince Philip and electronic graffiti continue to trend on Twitter after Tony Abbott's decision to award the British Royal an Australian knighthood. Change.org Australia had this tweet today. It says a few people have started petitions to say the Prime Minister made the wrong call. The move has puzzled many politicians who argue there are Australians who are more deserving of the honour, but a string of federal government backbenchers are defending Mr Abbott. On Facebook, Natasha Griggs wrote, a number of people have contacted her office about the knighthood. She adds this appointment is not about the Republican monarchy debate. This is simply in recognition of the enormous contribution made to Australians over the past 60-odd years. Others also face questions about the award.
Prince Philip has made a significant contribution in Australia over several decades. He has made a significant contribution in particular through the Duke of Edinburgh award to the lives of hundreds of thousands of young Australians, but this was not a decision of the government, it was a decision of the Prime Minister.
This is a strange personal fascination Tony Abbott has with the British Royals that simply doesn't reflect national priorities.
We should be looking to our own head of state. We should be rewarding the most outstanding people in Australia. That's what we should be doing, not having an eye to ingratiating ourselves with the royal family. It really is last century.
Well, the story is being picked up by news outlets around the world. On its website, the Irish Times had this: Tony Abbott criticised by own side for Prince Philip knighthood, while the Washington Post had this headline: to much disbelief, Australia decides to knight Queen Elizabeth's husband. Rupert Murdoch has also weighed in. In a tweet he wrote, Abbott knighthood a joke and embarrassment. He adds it's time to scrap all honours everywhere, including the UK. In the US, tens of millions of people are bracing for winter storm Juno. Here's the view from above. NASA has posted this image on Twitter as the blizzard closes in. Supermarket shelves have also been emptied in anticipation of Juno's arrival, and apparently there's a shortage of kale in New York. There were long lines outside stores as well. This captures the scene outside one shop in Union Square. A time-lapse video shows the snow beginning to fall. Juno is expected to dump around 1 metre of snow in parts of the northeast. More than 6,500 flights have been cancelled and road travel bans have been ordered in some areas.
Everything we know so far makes clear you can't underestimate this storm. This is not a typical storm. It's going to pack a real punch, and we have to expect heavy accumulation in a very short period of time. There's another crucial point. Some storms come in a measured manner. This is going to come in a sudden spurt of activity.
Blizzard of 2015 is one of the hashtags that's been used on Twitter. Now, this visualisation shows geotagged tweets that mention Juno, Snowmageddon 2015, Juno 2015 and Blizzard of 2015. The most chatter is centred in the northeast of the country, the areas most affected by the weather system. Scientists at NASA have discovered that an asteroid which passed relatively close to Earth on Monday has its own moon. Radar images show the asteroid, which is roughly the size of a cruise ship, was orbited by a small moon about 70 metres wide. The asteroid was visible in the night sky as it passed Earth at a distance of 1.2 million kilometres. Technology of the future could allow people to send smells with their emails. That's the idea being worked on at the Mixed Reality Lab at City University in London. The electronic taste machine is a prototype that's being developed. It uses 2 silver electrodes that are placed on either side of the tongue to replicate the sensation of different flavours, whether they're sour, salty, sweet or bitter. Developers believe forward-thinking technology needs to embrace a range of senses.
The way we interact with computers now is very much audio-visual. So imagine you're looking at your desktop or your iPhone or laptop. Everything is behind a glass, behind the window. You're either touching glass or looking through glass. But in the real world, we can open up the glass, open the window, and we can touch, we can taste, we can smell in the real world. So what we need to do is we need to bring computers, the way we interact with computers, like we do in the physical world, with all of our 5 senses.
Well, here's a selection of terms being searched on Google across Australia at the moment. Now to some other items that have been generating interest online. Passengers on a flight in the US were treated to a different kind of in-flight entertainment during their recent travel delay. Flight attendant Karai Mann noticed a barbershop quartet was on board, so she asked for an impromptu performance.
You can almost taste the hot dogs and French fries and shell under the boardwalk, down by the sea. Blanket with my baby is where I'll be.
The group Port City Sound managed to turn the mood around during the lengthy delay because of maintenance issues. The clip is proving popular on YouTube. It's had 2.5 million hits.